everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Heat, where we talk about everything related to your education centers. And today I have first let me introduce myself. My name is Lisa Chung, and I'm the Supervisory Education Services Specialist. And I have my co-host here with me, Mr. Tony Castillo, who is our Education Services Officer, and a special guest with us today, Mr. Mathew Rollins from Hawaii Pacific University, and we're excited to start this episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Heat. So glad to have another episode here, doing another episode, and extremely excited about having Matt from Hawaii Pacific University with us. And but first, what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you a couple reminders of some things that we have coming up. In case you missed our last podcast where we mentioned it, I wanted to share with you that we have some big events coming up. So first of all, we have our Fall Education Fair coming up on November 19th at Fort Shafter. This is new for us. We've never done an Ed Fair at Fort Shafter, but we want to try to ensure that we cover our entire Ohana. So Tripler, Shafter area, and those service members that are down there. So everybody, please remember, make a note about our education fair for the fall in November, on November 19th specifically at Fort Shafter. And then in December, we have our annual graduation ceremony. That'll be on the 17th of December at Sergeant Smith Theater here on Schofield Barracks. We're excited to host that graduation ceremony and celebrate all of our student warriors' accomplishments. So we're excited about that. If you've graduated or you missed walking in a graduation at your previous duty station and you PCS'd here, please connect with the Education Center and sign up and let us recognize your achievements. This event has grown in the last couple years, and we're excited to hopefully have 100 plus this year at the event.
100 plus, yeah.
Yeah. And then one final reminder, and this one's really important for those student warriors that are out there taking classes and submitting tuition assistance requests. We need to let you know we're coming to the end of the fiscal year, and we have the deadline for tuition assistance is the 6th of September is the deadline. All tuition requests for FY25 must be submitted no later than 6th September. And I will tell you probably the 5th for us because of the time zone and whatnot. So you need to pay attention to that. If you have any issues or you need assistance, please ensure that you come to your Schofield Education Center or your Tripler Education Center, and one of our counselors will be happy to assist you with that.
Yep. And all right, thank you so much, boss. And we are going to be diving in with our special guest here today. As I mentioned in the last episode, we are going to be talking to each of our 6 on-post schools. We wanted to kind of highlight some of your programs and maybe some events that you guys have going on throughout the year. And today we are talking to Mr. Matt Rollins. So welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So I'm Matt. I'm the Director of Army Programs with Hawaii Pacific University. And so I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Yep. Thank you very much. All right. So, hey, boss.
Yes. So, okay. So we're excited to have Mr. Rollins here from Hawaii Pacific University, one of our oldest partnerships here in Hawaii. And we're going to go ahead and get started, Lisa.
Yeah. Yes. So, do you know how many years you've been with us? Not you per se, but your school.
If you can believe it, it's been about 50 years. So we looked through some of our older catalogs and we found reference to our special kind of outreach program starting in the early 70s.
In the early 70s.
Yeah, so it's probably been about then since we did outreach with Army programs.
Wow, and that's great. You know, we're really, as you know, we really value HPU. When I arrived here 3 years ago, we only had 2 schools at the Education Center, and so obviously you were one of them. As a matter of fact, next podcast we'll be highlighting that other university that was here. I'll keep that name a secret for right now, but so we're especially thankful for HPU and the support that you give to our military ohana.
Yeah. So Matt, talking about school programs. Okay, so we're just going to dive in.
For sure.
Can you tell us a little bit more of some of the programs and that have been popular with our military students, and maybe some
Absolutely.
that you just want to share
Mhm.
with our audience?
Yeah. So Army students especially have been really interested in cybersecurity, in our health professions pre-nursing program, and general studies. General studies is a great option. A lot of people want to just dip their toes in. They don't want to commit to a 4-year degree. Maybe they don't know what they want to study. So it's a great way to get started.
And you mentioned the health profession, which is
Yes.
another popular one,
Yep.
especially for those who want to go into nursing, who need
Exactly.
prerequisites,
Yep.
the anatomy and physiology, what
Intro
else?
to chemistry,
Intro to chemistry,
nutrition.
biology,
Yes.
so you can get all
Yep.
of those classes.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's awesome. So I'm excited. You know, I'm glad you mentioned those two programs. One in particular, well, both of them. A couple comments on that. So we, as you know, we just have 2 classrooms now that have sinks, and I'm hoping that maybe in the future we'll be able to host some science classes here at Schofield. But the other thing that you mentioned that I really make a point to mention to soldiers a lot is about that general studies degree. Because I have found in my time, you know, that a lot of service members, one of the reasons they don't take advantage of tuition assistance and take college classes is because they can't decide what they want to major in. And I think it's so important to have something that's so flexible, so it doesn't matter. Get the bachelor's degree, and then you can, as you're doing your bachelor's, you may figure out what it is that you want to do, and then you can specialize in your master's degree. As you know, in today's world, really, you want to get that master's, right? The
Yes.
bachelor's now, yes, you need it, but the master's is really the thing that's going to make you more competitive when you're out in the world shopping for another career, you know? So,
Or just to
Yeah.
get your feet wet.
Right.
You know, if you initially, you know, we have soldiers who come in, they don't know what they want to do, they don't know what degree they want, but they want to start school. So that would be a recommendation that we would give them. Hey, at least get your feet wet with the general studies, the liberal arts. Take those general eds that you're going to have to take for pretty much any degree out there. And then it gives you at least a year, 2 year, 3 years to figure out what it is you want to do, and then get your degree in that. So, yes. And I wanted to ask, so those classes that you had mentioned, online, face-to-face?
Online and face-to-face availability. So the doctor that teaches all of our pre-nursing is over on the east side. So those are all at MCBH Kaneohe Bay. But they generally meet 1 night a week.
Right.
And so, you know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of, she's a pretty popular professor. A lot of people like taking classes with her.
And if you guys didn't know already, actually HP was one of the few schools that offer classes here on base. So you actually offer classes to our soldiers, family members, you know, veterans, whoever can get on base.
Yep.
You do provide some classes there.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
okay.
So we had a few political science classes running earlier in the summer. We had an intro to music class running more recently.
Okay.
So
Cool.
awesome, that's great. And then, so as we're talking, those some great points. Is there anything else that you'd like to highlight for our student warriors? Any special program or any events that may be coming up that you might want to highlight?
for sure. So HP was really excited to celebrate our 60th anniversary. So that's kind of a big event.
60th anniversary.
60th anniversary, yeah. So we do have a celebration event planned at Aloha Tower Marketplace. So that's coming up September 20th, and it's open to the public. You know, so they can come. There's going to be live music, food trucks, a beer garden for the 21 plus, and free gaming in the esports arena. So if anyone wants to come by and get your game on, head down to Aloha Tower Marketplace, September 20th.
And you said that was free?
Yeah, free to the public. Yep.
Okay.
I
So
love free.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
can't beat free.
I'm there. No, I will tell you, please make sure you get us some type of information so we can share that on our social media.
Will do.
As we like to remind everybody, if you want to know what's going on at your education center, you need to follow us on our social media pages. So please share that with us so we can share that with our Ohana here at the
Absolutely.
Garrison.
And a lot of the cool things with today's technology, there's a lot of help available to the soldiers remotely, digitally. You know, so we have our whole library access. They can, you know, do searches for books, for journals through that digital portal. They can even get tutoring digitally, you know, through our main campus support. You know, you guys are awesome because you guys provide tutoring here on site for the soldiers, which is great. So if they need some some remote assistance, we can provide that. But it's great that you guys have tutors here.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah.
So
thank
that's
you.
great. And so if we have soldiers whoever come by, where are you guys located? What are your office hours?
So here we are in room 204, Monday to Friday, basically 9 to 5. Appointments preferred for anything complicated, class selection, registration stuff, but questions or anything like that, definitely just drop by and say hi and we'll see what we can do. We are also at Tripler. We offer advising services Tuesday and Thursday, usually middle of the day.
Okay. So I have a question before we move on and kind of end our segments. This is a little shorter than our usuals, but what about a soldier, as you know, your JSTs, your Joint Service Transcripts? Soldiers, our student warriors, can receive credit hours for the military training that they've received.
Yes.
So are you all available to do maybe an informal check of the JST, the Joint Service Transcripts, to kind of let them know, hey, these are some credits you could get, or how would that work for one of our student warriors?
Yeah. So they could make an appointment to meet with us, bring their JST, any unofficial transcripts they want to bring by, and we could take a look at that and see what's going on. We do have our Associate of General Studies. We have a lot of room in that for unrestricted electives. So, over a third of that associates can be any kind of military training.
Okay.
So,
What about, how does that equate to, so that's great. Now, how would that equate to or connect with the general studies? Would that be helpful also with the general studies
Yes.
bachelors?
so we don't offer bachelors in general studies.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Okay,
associates
sorry.
is where that
Okay,
one
the
is. Yeah.
associates, okay. All righty. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to highlight, Matt?
I just wanted to mention the testing center that we do have here.
Yeah.
So anyone that's looking for industry certs, CompTIA, basically anything through Pearson View, that's offered here Thursdays.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, they are. HPU hosts our National Testing Center. So any type of educational type of testing, and they also do proctoring
Yes.
as well. So like to remind them there, we do have our military testing center, but HPU hosts our National Testing Center for CLEP test and all those types of certifications, or maybe even a proctoring an exam that you may need.
Right, and so the National Test Center is open at Schofield Barracks on Thursdays, and at Tripler, we also have the National Test Center there. They're open on Wednesdays. Yep. So you guys can come by and walk in, appointment.
So anything through Pearson would have to have an appointment previously scheduled, and the CLEPs can walk in 09 to 1300. Just
Okay.
have a
Oh,
voucher.
wow, that's
Good.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, that is.
Well, Matt, I want to thank you for taking time to be with us and join us on our podcast here, sharing information about your school and about your programs for our student warriors. As I like to say, our student warriors, our family members, they have a lot of choices. We have over 2,000 schools in Army Ignited. However, we do have 6 schools on post. And I always ask soldiers, at least take a look and see what they can do for you, because they're here for a reason, right? And
Right.
so we appreciate you coming by. And we
Thank you for inviting me.
we look forward to many, many more years of this partnership that we have with HPU.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. And then we'll see you at the Aloha event. I should be there.
September 20th,
September
1500
20th.
to 2100.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's a beautiful area there too, right next to the dock.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful area. Yep. So looking forward to that. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, so we're going to conclude the segment with Mr. Matt, but tune in for our next episode where we're going to be highlighting a different on-post college, Wayland Baptist University. So we'll see you then for another episode. And boss?
And now you know the second school that I had mentioned. Wayland Baptist will be with us at our next segment. So look, I want to remind everybody again, please follow us on social media on Instagram and Facebook, Schofield Tripler Ed Centers, and to stay abreast of everything that's going on at your education centers.
And again, just a couple reminders. Our next college education fair will be in November 19th to be exact, at the H.E.A.T Ballroom at Fort Shafter. If you need more information on that, please give us a call. at our Ed Center or drop by our email. You know how to reach us. You know where we are. But I wanted to do a special plug for that. That is one of our next upcoming events. We have 30 plus schools that have so far RSVP'd. So we do have a pretty good size of colleges showing up for this next round. So look forward to that.
And it's a great venue. Actually, it's really nice out there. It's right.
It is.
Right there by the golf course, so you have a view of the golf course. Nice facility, and I know people usually are concerned about parking at Fort Shafter. There's plenty of parking back there. That's kind of tucked away in the back where the golf course is, so it's a nice location. So please help us spread the word about our education fair in November. Again, don't forget about graduation. If you've graduated, to contact us. I think Lisa mentioned we have over 30. How many colleges? Didn't you give me an update this morning?
Yeah, so we have 33 as of this morning.
Yeah,
Yep.
33 colleges coming from the mainland to participate in that event. And
Including Hawaii Pacific University.
yes, of course.
You guys
we
will
see
be there
you.
as well, yes.
So everybody, look, that's all for this episode of Heat. Thank you for tuning in.
And can I end it with a joke?
Oh,
Because I
my
forgot
goodness,
my
Lisa
joke.
with a joke. Okay.
I had to tell my joke in the beginning, but I forgot. But hey, it's never too late. So I'm going to end, if it's okay with you.
You can tell your joke, and then I'm going to end it.
Okay,
All right,
so
here we go.
here we go, fellas. What do you call a security guard who works at Samsung stores?
Security guard.
Security
no
guard at
clue.
a Samsung store. A guardian of the galaxy.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
The galaxy.
That,
Dun
that's
dun
pretty
dun. And
Ba-da.
cue.
And now, Malama Nakoa, it translates to care for the warrior. And you know what we do at Your Education Center is we take care of the student warrior. So don't forget to come visit us and take advantage because taking care of the student warrior is what we do. Okay?
Yes.
So mahalo. We're out.
Mahalo. See you next time.